All right, welcome to my FX Buddies, the podcast. And I say podcast because there are multiple mediums on which you can engage with this content. But my favorite way, and the way that I recommend always, is to go to the blog. And the blog is at myfxbuddies.blogspot.com. But that's a lot to remember or to type in. So, wherever you are enjoying this content, look for a prompt of info, intro, description, more, whichever, and click on it'll either say link to my FX Buddies blog, or the link will actually be there, and you click on it and you're here. You don't have to put your email address in. I'm not selling anything. You just go there and the articles are there. Alright, so this is going to be, I'm going to keep this short because this is all boring, but important nonetheless. Well, this is good, I will say. So we'll just get started. Oh, no, we will not, because I have some thank yous. I got 3. Oh, you know what? I'm not ready. Oh, wait. Of course, TE, got a shout out. My number 1 sponsor, TE. There was a new, and I'm not going to give their names, right? I'm just going to give I almost said ingredients. Oh my gosh. Miss MS. Thank you. And GT. Thank you. Yes, much appreciated. Just like I say, big or small, I appreciate it all. And thank you for your generosity. All right. So, and thumbs up if you cannot or don't want to or whatever, send, a gift like that. A free gift that is very welcomed is what? Yes, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't. All right. And, yeah. Okay, so we'll get into it. Because, actually, I do... Okay, we're still in New Rate November. I'm still claiming this New Rate November. But, I do want you guys to be prepared for maybe be here. I think I already said March, right? I skipped over January, and went to March because of the elections. So, well, first let's cover the good stuff. I'll warm you up with some good stuff, and then I'll say, and it's not that it's bad, it is what it is, right? Okay, so the Prime Minister emphasizes the need to proceed with economic and financial reform plans. So I like this. And look who's at this meeting. Now, I would have liked to have seen Aaliyah Locke here, but he could have been busy doing something else. But this is the oil minister. He's key to their whole economy, right? And this is Miss Sammy, the financial minister. Yeah, so that's great. So it was a heavy-hitting meeting. Sudani stressed on Sunday the need to proceed, right? That's what they always do. They repeat the title basically in the first paragraph. So he chaired a meeting today dedicated to following up on financial dues for energy projects in the presence of the Minister of Finance, Minister of Oil and Electricity, and a number of advisors and executive officials. During the meeting, ways to maximize public treasury revenues were discussed by increasing export capacity of petroleum products. But that's going to take a while. They are claiming to be at a level where they can export some, I think it was two different products, right? But they want to increase the number of products and how much they export. And I think they might be getting a little pressure from someone on this side of town, right? or the globe, actually, I should say this side of the globe. The meeting witnessed a discussion on setting a mechanism for the flow of revenues and restricting the export of oil products through SOMO. Why would he want to restrict that? I don't know. Adding that with regard to the electricity sector, Sudani directed the Ministry of Electricity to study the economic models for investment projects. Yeah, so the need to proceed with economic and financial reform plans, especially with regard to benefiting from oil wealth. I should actually have that bolded. For who? Because they're all supposed to benefit from oil wealth. All the people, right? Like the Saudis and I think the people of Jordan, they're all supposed to get oil money. So, and raising the percentage of crude oil refining in accordance with the targeted plans to produce more high quality and valuable oil derivatives. So, yeah, I like that he's saying, yeah, so what if we're in between governments but we're still moving forward. Keep it pushing, because he solidly believes he's winning, right? Which, I mean, that's what a winner does, right? You got numbers, apparently numbers behind you. You've got all the accomplishments that he did behind you. So, yeah. All right, so talks to form the new Iraqi government have begun, revealing the start of negotiations. Yeah, so now comes the ugly part, right? So I know there's some publications out saying they release the official results. I'm going to wait till tomorrow, because there's mixed news. Some said they did it today. They actually said they did it today. Some say they're going to do it tomorrow, which it's tomorrow there now, right? And it rained here a lot where I am, and I guess the internet where I am doesn't like the rain. And it's been slow and intermittent, so I haven't been... Well, today was Sunday, and you know, what do I do on Sunday? Faith and football, right? So, but I do keep one eye on their TV, but because it's been intermittent, I feel like I haven't really watched as much of their TV as I would like, you know? But anyway, so, yeah, now let me say what, well, okay, let's go here. So if you watched yesterday's episode, and if you didn't, why didn't you? And really go to that one just to read the Apple article. I know it says Apple Pay initiates in Iraq or whatever, but there's really good things about the world, where we're going with money, and it would benefit you, in my opinion, to read that. All right, let's see. And, you know, all the archives of all the previous blogs are here on the blog, right? So if you go here to the right, there's yesterday's, and it'll be live. It's not live right now because I'm in preview mode, but it'll be live, and you click there and it'll take you. And I think I even have it where it opens in a new window, so you don't lose where you are on today's, right? And do this after you're done watching this one, right? Okay. So, yeah, so they had an update by, I know his name started with an H, but I couldn't say it anyway, right? But now here is Mohammed Saleh, and he comes out and he talks about there's some law that they should amend. If they amend that law, it will get them further on the path to ascending to full membership in the World Trade Organization. So you can read this. They're still not there, but it seems they had a meeting and they were given some things to do. But so you could read, there's an update on yesterday's from the guy who's actually on the working committee. They call it a working committee. And then Mohammed Saleh, we know who he is, right? He's the financial advisor to the Prime Minister. And it just says Prime Minister because that's his job. No matter who the Prime Minister is, he remains the financial advisor. All right, but we'll see. We'll see. He's been doing it 42, maybe 45 years now. So, yeah, I think he might be ready to, I don't know though. If I had a job like that, I think I would work. I'm not going to say it. I would stay as long as I could. That's what I'll say. Okay. So, yeah, and here he says the benefits of getting into the World Trade Organization is an important economic pathway, foremost among them improving market efficiency by reducing prices, raising the quality of goods as a result of increased competition, in addition to attracting new international companies and brands to the Iraqi market, reducing the restrictions imposed by monopolies, stimulating local investment in the fields of distribution, logistics, and commercial services, in addition to protecting the consumer and providing better products with more committed after-sales services and increasing state revenues. Yeah, so all of that is the benefit of being in the World Trade Organization, but with that comes certain standards. You can't be corrupt. You have to make quality products. You have to be willing to receive other people's products into your country. And think about a country that is, I think they proclaim to be Muslim, but they are mixed, I don't know what you say. Okay, but you have people there who eat pork, and they want bacon, and they want what else? Pepperoni on their pizza. What do? Right? Clearly, you don't make those products because you don't eat them. You don't believe in them. Right? So you have to import them for those who do want them. Or maybe not, right? Maybe you don't have to. But it's a give and a take, right? So anyway. All right. Let's see. And I just used that. I know that was a simple, that's just all I could think of right now. There's it obviously goes deeper, and there's money involved, and, it's trade, right? That's what it is. All right, now here is a meeting where Ali Alak was in attendance. So, in his quest to revive old Baghdad, Sudani chairs a meeting to develop there's a lovely name there that I can't say, Axis. So, it was today, Sunday, a development and rehabilitation of the second axis of Al-Rashid Street. So they have opened that street, and they've been showing, at nighttime they go, and it's open like it's daytime. They're eating and drinking, there's restaurants, there's shopping. But old time, it's very, he wants to keep it that way. And I imagine they want it that way too. If I can get some video, I'll show you. Alright, so, yeah, the mayor of Baghdad was there, because I think that's where it is, in that area. The governor of the CBI, and a number of advisors and concerned officials. And then there's some other projects in there. Alright, so reviving the historical things is a priority of Sudani's. So then Raji, who is the NSA guy, he was at a meeting, a conference, let's see, and he spoke. There he is right there. This is him. Iraq is committed to building balanced relations with all countries of the world. Yes. They have an important role in promoting regional stability over the past years, and I dare I say, in the future. So here's all the people who were here at that meeting or whatever it was. And their NSA stands for National Security Advisor. Yep, diplomatic missions. So you can read that if you'd like. They're proactive now instead of reactive. Proactive for peace, right? And everywhere they go, they get praised for their role in not getting into the wars of the surrounding countries. Yeah. So he reviewed 5 main pillars of the strategy, which are security and intelligence pillar, the economic pillar, the pillar of state relations and international partnerships, the pillar of community security, and the pillar of public services. And there's still more to that, but we're going to move on because I said this was going to be short. All right, and here are the ways to support my FX buddies if you'd like. And the coin program is still there. It's been extended. And one of the reasons it's been extended is because he's doing it the right way. He's getting all the auditing done, the security protocols, and it's taking a little longer than he guessed. And if you already got in, log into your back office and look for the tab that says Coin Holder Update, and there's an update in there. All right? All right. Thank you. And I think I already thanked you. So buy me a coffee. And I also have another product there. I'm not going to push it on you. I'm just saying, if you go to buy me a coffee, there's a new product there. Not related to RV, currency, nothing. All right? It's what I really do. Okay? This is a hobby. This is a... What do I consider this? Well, I really like reading. I've always liked learning, right? I like seeing things for myself. Let's see. So that's how this started, right? There was a lot of talk, rumor, no way to verify anything. So I was like, there's gotta be something more, right? And then it started with a small group, and then the small group was like, hey, can I let this person in on this? Can you email them this? And so then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a blog so everything's in one central place. And so that's how it got started. All right. So Cash App is $Tishwash and PayPal is Tishwash. Thank you in advance for your generosity. I started out with that, huh? Okay, now here we get into the ugly stuff. The neighbor rebukes U.S. direction on world order, a force-based doctrine. And when you read this, this is the neighbor's foreign minister, Arakchi, and that is how they say his name. I've been listening to the news, and that is how some people pronounce it, right? Of course, there's a little heavier Middle Eastern part to it. Abbas Arakchi. So he accused, what? Can you imagine? He accused the U.S. of driving a global shift toward a force-based order, warning that international law is under direct attack as powerful states move away from the post-aggressive conflict, right? That's 3-letter words, UN system. So, he's right. I mean, we got, through the years, we got away from making the dollar dominant, right? And, people stepping away from us. And so now there's a new person and he doesn't like that. And he wants to revive the dollar. And with this stable coin thing, you guys, oh my gosh. Saturday, was Saturday the 14th, whatever day the 14th was, there was a major announcement. JP Morgan putting their stablecoin on base, partnering with Alibaba. And I know some of you are like, what does that have to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything digital. And some of you do know what I'm talking about. If you didn't hear about that, go look into that. Yeah. And now, see, I try to tell you guys, Jamie Dimon, that's why some people call him Jamie Dimon. He is running this world. Let me see, what time is it? Okay. But behind the scenes, right? So remember, for a long time, oh, Bitcoin's a scam, cryptocurrency is a scam, don't touch it. I wouldn't touch it with your hand, right? Things like that. He didn't say exactly that, but all the while, they were working on the JPM, the JP Morgan coin, right? And they still have it, but it's only available to the private clients, right? So yeah, just do a internet search, JP Morgan base, BASE, and Alibaba, and you'll get information and videos and stuff. I don't like it. I don't like the direction we're going. I don't want to go digital, but they're forcing it, so you can't just duck your head in the sand, as they say. You need to learn about it. Plus, if we learn about it, for those who pray, we can pray against it. But also, you learn how to combat it, right? Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. But anyway, yeah, so someone has to run the world, right? If you don't, let me see. This is going to sound really bad, but because of technology, because of the advances, because I can hop on a plane and 18 hours from now be around on the other side of the world, someone is always going to want to be in power, right? If it's not Russia, it'll be China. If it's not China, it'll be us. And people say we're going down, and it does look that way, but we're not out for the count, right? And believe it or not, there's people here who live here, and want us to go down. What? Anyway, okay. Another topic, another time. But yeah, so how did I get here? I don't know. Oh, because of the Iraq cheat guy. So yeah, that's another thing. If you read that Apple article from yesterday, it gets into that. It talks about the dollar, and I'll just leave it there. All right. Oh, look, I have this article here twice, so I need to delete it. All right. This is Joshua Harris. This is Fuad Hussein. Joshua Harris works at the U.S. Embassy. He is the charge d'affaires, not the ambassador. We don't have an ambassador. We have a charge d'affaires and we have an envoy, right? All right, so he congratulated Fuad Hussein on Sunday on the successful completion of the electoral process. Oh, well, there goes a short one, right? Okay, I really want you to read this article, but I know it's long and not that many people are going to. A clash of wills. Who will dictate the terms for forming Iraq's new government? He looks like somebody to me. He looks like an actor. I just can't think of who the actor is, but so he's a professor. That's why it's long. He's also a member of the Iraqi Forum for Elites and Competencies. What kind of elites? But anyway, so he talks about everything. He talks about how they're going to form the government, using words that, see how these words are in, I always forget what this is called. quotation marks. I think that's interesting. He did it for a reason, right? He talks about the power of the ballot box, imposing a fait accompli. Okay, so he knows it's no secret there's a battle, right? There's going to be a battle between the neighbor and us. And he's pointing it out. Power limitations, economic language, let's see, economic quotas, the greatest threat, the supreme judicial judge, fake, I call him Judge Z, and what is he? Iranian, yes, yep. How does that happen? I don't know, but it did. Alright, so interpreting the largest block, because that's key. Determining who the largest block is a key thing that's coming up. Leadership, sovereignty, the economy, and I have that bolded. So if you don't read anything, at least read this part, okay? And then there's the conclusion. And he's concluded, no single party will succeed in imposing its will completely. Instead, we will see a government of forced contradiction, born under the neighbor's auspices, operating with a performance card provided by Washington. And remember, there's an article on yesterday's, since I keep referring, I should timeline those things. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. After I post this, I'm going to go to yesterday's, and there's an article that says, yes, the U.S. approves of the list of people who won, and they can now form the government. So when you have articles like that, how can you not think we have influence, right? Yeah, and deriving its legitimacy from a court ruling, it is a continuation of the Iraqi model of governance, which prefers managing conflict to resolving it. Alright, and so now here's another thing, a list of candidates for Prime Minister with U.S. approval. Prominent names top the scene, and guess who's not there? Sudani. This is Sadar's cousin, I believe. The other ones, this name looks familiar, but that's it. Oh, yeah, and this one. But these other, like Araji, there's quite a few of those. And this Idani, there's quite a few of those. And this last name too. So, but this name I definitely recognize, and this one also. Alright, so the U.S. has approved the above names, noting that the next stage requires the approval of the political blocs to select the most suitable candidate based on the final agreements governing the political landscape. So tomorrow, Sudani is off to Kurdistan for 2 days, right? So they're having trouble who they want to pick for president. They get the president. The Kurds get the president of Iraq. That's per the Constitution. So he may be going over there to help them with that. But, yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, he's there. They've already postponed the Council of Ministers meeting that usually takes place on Tuesday because he's going to be there. So that is what I wanted to sum up with. Post-election bargaining. That's the perfect way to explain it. Expect lengthy talks to form Iraq's largest bloc. So once they get the largest bloc done, yeah, and that's it. Then the minority blocs, they fall in line. Then they gather to vote for, I don't know exactly, right? So don't quote me on this, and I'm not going to go look it up. I'm just going to wait for their legal people to come on TV and talk about it, and wait for the articles to come out. But there is a procedure, and they have to go through their procedure. But I don't see why there's people out there saying, oh, it's going to take 6 months. Why? Why would it? They already have constitutional timelines. Why would they drag it out? And clearly, the people want Sudani. That was in yesterday's episode also. So I don't see, I know I sound naive, but I don't see why they would drag it out other than the neighbor wants to cause interference. But that's why I said it's about to get ugly, but they have to go through it to get to it, as some people say. But they really do. That's how they're set up to form their government. All right, so that's it. Thank you for listening. Let's see what this week brings. Maybe we'll get some more fun stuff or some more money stuff. And I'll be here to bring it to you if it's worthy, right? Because I don't like wasting time, yours or mine, right? All right. So thank you. Don't forget, thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Yeah. Accumulate while we wait for the rate to appreciate. Don't miss any meals. Pay all your bills. Enjoy the rest of your morning, night, noon, whatever time frame you are indulging in this content. And until next time.